I request AGM Pettireddy sir to please kindly escort Sharmi ma'am. Please welcome. Thank you all. Thank you all. Please be seated. I request all the dignitaries to please occupy your seats. Ma'am, please welcome.
Very good morning to the respected dignitaries present here, to the entire Narayana family and the students. How are you doing today? Why are you so low? Too much of lecture? Yes or no? Too much of seriousness? Not liking it? Can you higher your voice, please? Where's your energy gone? You're 10th graders, right? You'd have the maximum potential. I can't see any potential here. Can you scream? Like your energy is out. Louder? No, not sufficient at all. Much louder, please. Much better, but much louder. Okay. So how's the program going? Did you find it useful till now? Again a low yes? Okay, much better. Can we have an interactive session? Can we? How many of you here want to know about me? All of them? Okay, so I would also love to know about you. So can we have an interactive session, not a formal session at all? Can you promise me that? Can you promise me that your energies are going to be high throughout? And you're going to answer me? Okay. So let's begin with an interactive session. Here's your chance. How many of you want to ask me questions? No one? Are you scared? Are you scared? So can we start off with the icebreaker first? Do you all know what's an icebreaker? No? Can anyone answer? Not even one? Okay, so you're new to me, I'm new to you. So definitely I would love to build an interaction with each and every one of you here. So let's start off by knowing each other. So you can ask me 6 questions and I'm going to be asking you 6 questions. So how many people want to ask me those 6 questions? You can raise your hands. Just 6 people, 6 students, 6 questions.
What is your message for the students who face pressure because of tight schedules and timings?
Okay, may I know your name first?
Sarupya.
Okay, which branch?
Ongole ENCS.
Okay. So it's not only in student life, pressure and stress are everywhere, right? In every individual's life, but it depends on what kind of pressure and stress. So when you deal with pressure or stress, the best way is to analyze yourself. Just sit at one place, spend a lot of self-time with yourself. Just analyze where you are right now, where you want to be. Just 1 day, 2 days or 1 month down the lane or a couple of years down the lane. And if you start off with a downward version, saying you have become a doctor. So what do I do to become a doctor? So I think that stress when you plan on an everyday basis and execute. So pressure and answering to your question, pressure and stress can be decreased by analyzing the situation and by planning and executing it in a constant manner. Not just 1 day, for the entire year or lifelong. Thank you. How do you select your goal?
Without any pressure.
Without?
Any pressure.
Without any? Pressure, okay. So what interests you? May I know what interests you? What are you most passionate about? Apart from studying MPC or BPC in Narayana?
MPC.
No, I'm not talking about subjects. I'm talking about an ambition which interests you.
Maths.
Have you planned your ambition?
No, ma'am.
You're in 10th grade, right? I think it's high time you explore.
Yes, ma'am.
So first you identify your strength areas, the strength subjects. So out of math, physics, chemistry, what is your core subject, strong subject?
Physics.
Physics, okay. And you want to become, you have any options?
No, ma'am.
Okay. But what do you want to, okay, what have you been dreaming of to become? A pilot, astrophysics or engineer or whatever?
I won't select, ma'am.
You want?
Select.
You won't select.
Uh-huh.
You didn't select. But have you ever thought about it? Did you give an idea about it?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So I think first of all, you need to sit and analyze what your core strengths are, weaknesses are, what is your strong subject, because that subject will be there with you for the next few years of your life, right? So based on that, you can take the next step. Once you analyze, you develop the interest towards that subject or towards that ambition. For example, I want to become a doctor. What is that one thing that I'm very passionate about to become a doctor? It might be helping others, or it might be that satisfaction I get. So if you can sit and analyze, you can discuss with your guide, parents, teachers are there, I'm sure you'll come into a conclusion. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Your smile is very gorgeous.
Thank you so much. You look beautiful too.
Thank you, ma'am. Ma'am, what are your difficulties and how did you overcome
Can you
them?
remove your mask?
What are your difficulties and how did you overcome them?
What are my difficulties?
Yes.
I can tell you one because I'm sure in every stage you encounter a lot of challenges and difficulties. So my biggest difficulty has been stage fear. I had it to be precise for 24 years of my life. I have been dealing with stage fear. That means even in post-graduation, I still had stage fear. Once I entered Narayana also, I did have stage fear. But how did I encounter it? I think it's with practice. The number of times you fail, that's how you excel. So there were times where I fainted on stage. There were times, my first time on stage, I was just holding the mic blank, looking at the audience, and I just fainted. So all these, whatever failures, incidents I have, traumatizing incidents, I can say. So all these have definitely added a confidence at one point of time to me, and I kept telling myself, I kept rehearsing myself over and over again. And I think that's how at one point of time, if you're passionate about something, if you want something so bad, I think you'll put all your energies and you will excel in that. And that has been my methodology to do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Your option.
Career option. I think the academic team will be more helpful to guide you in that.
Okay, ma'am.
So can you please answer that question?
కెరియర్లో ది బెస్ట్ వే చూస్ చేసుకోవాలి అంటే ఫస్ట్ థింగ్ నా పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూలో ఆల్రెడీ మీతో మాట్లాడాను. ముందు మిమ్మల్ని మీరు నమ్మండి. ఫస్ట్ యూ బీ కాన్ఫిడెంట్. ఇంతకుముందు కూడా నేను అందరి క్లాస్లో కూడా ఒక మాట చెప్పాను. ఫస్ట్ ట్రస్ట్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్. ముందు మిమ్మల్ని నమ్మండి అండ్ బీ కాన్ఫిడెంట్. మీ ఐడెంటిటీని మీరు క్రియేట్ చేయడానికి మీకున్న స్కిల్స్ ఏంటి, నాట్ ఓన్లీ ఇన్ సబ్జెక్ట్. ఒకటే నన్ను ఇక్కడ అకాడమిక్స్ ఈజ్ ఓన్లీ ద కెరియర్ అని కాదు. అకాడమిక్స్ ఈజ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద వే టు కెరియర్, బట్ అకాడమిక్సే కెరియర్ కాదు. గాట్ ఇట్? సో ఇది మనకి 25% మన కెరియర్లో, మన లైఫ్లో అకాడమిక్స్ ఈజ్ ఓన్లీ 25%. ఇది బెస్ట్గా మనం చేసుకుంటే ఇది ఏంటి అంటే ఒక లైఫ్ని మనం ఒక కెరియర్ని బ్రిడ్జ్ చేసుకోవడం కోసం ఈ అకాడమిక్స్లో మనం చూస్ చేసుకుంటాం. నెక్స్ట్ దాంట్లో ఏంటి అంటే అక్కడ మీ చాయిస్ వస్తుంది. ఏంటి లైక్ సబ్జెక్ట్, అది ఎంపీసీకి వెళ్ళాలా, బైపీసీకి వెళ్ళాలా, ఆర్ట్స్కి వెళ్ళాలా, డిఫరెంట్. అవన్నీ ఏంటంటే ఇది కెరియర్కి మీ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద వే మాత్రమే. బట్ అదేంటి అంటే దట్ ఈస్ నాట్ యువర్ లైఫ్. దిస్ ఈజ్ వన్ ఆఫ్ ద వే టు కెరియర్, దట్స్ ఇట్. అంతేకాని ఇక్కడ ఏంటి అంటే ఏ సబ్జెక్ట్ పరంగా నువ్వు డిసైడ్ అవ్వాలి అనేది దట్ ఈస్ అప్ టు యూ. ఎందుకంటే ఇక్కడ ఎవరైతే ఉన్నామో ఇక్కడ దోస్ హు ఆర్ దేర్ లైక్ టీచర్స్ కావచ్చు, మీకు అడ్మినిస్ట్రేషన్ పీపుల్స్ కావచ్చు, ఎవరైనా కానీ దీస్ ఆర్ యువర్, అంటే మీకు ఒక గైడ్లైన్స్ ఇచ్చే పీపుల్ మాత్రమే. కానీ బట్ డిసైడ్ అవ్వాల్సింది నువ్వు, చేయాల్సింది నువ్వు. బికాస్ నువ్వు యూ హ్యావ్ టు డిసైడ్ యువర్ సెల్ఫ్ టు గ్రో. అంటే నువ్వు ఎట్లా వెళ్ళాలనేది నువ్వు డిసైడ్ చేసుకోవాలి. దానికి గైడ్లైన్స్ ఇచ్చే వాళ్ళం ఈవెన్ మేమైనా, ఈవెన్ యువర్ పేరెంట్స్ ఆల్సో. ఆల్రెడీ చెప్పాను, పేరెంట్స్ ఏంటి మనకి లైఫ్ లాంగ్ ఉంటారు. ఏది మీ ఎప్పటి వరకు ఉంటారు మీకు జనరల్గా అంటే కెరియర్ సెట్ అయ్యేంత వరకు వాళ్ళు గైడ్లైన్స్ ఇస్తారు. బట్ టీచర్స్ స్కూల్ లైఫ్లో టీచర్స్, కాలేజ్ లైఫ్లో లెక్చరర్స్, నెక్స్ట్ ఇంకా వెళ్తే ప్రొఫెసర్స్. అంటే డిఫరెంట్ ఏరియాస్లో మీకు వీళ్ళంతా గైడ్లైన్స్ ఇచ్చే వాళ్ళు మాత్రమే. కానీ ఏ వే చూస్ చేసుకుంటున్నావో ఆ వేలో సిన్సియర్గా ఉన్నావా లేదా. Already 2 days back, our director, one of the director, Rama madam, told only one thing: you be sincere. మీరు సిన్సియర్గా ఉండండి. అంటే ఏదైతే చూస్ చేసుకుంటున్నారో అందులో సిన్సియర్గా మీ ఎఫర్ట్స్ పెట్టండి. దెర్ ఈజ్ నో డౌట్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ విల్ కమ్స్ టు యువర్ ఫుడ్.
Can I ask you a question? What is the best takeaway you got from Narayana? What is the best takeaway? I mean, best positive aspect that has made a huge impact in your life?
Concentration.
Okay. So have you improved your concentration level?
Yeah, ma'am.
Can you tell me how?
I tried to reduce the deviations.
Okay. Okay. Please sit down.
And thank you.
Thank you. So let me ask you a few questions. Are you ready? Can you let your energies out? Can you just scream? Much higher. Okay. So let me ask you one question. So later, sir. Thank you. So let me ask you one question. We all have challenges in life, right? On an everyday basis, we have situations that are very tough. So how many of you here feel your life is extremely smooth? Like it's perfect? Can you raise your hands? No one? Okay. How many of you here faced challenges and were so demotivated that you tried 3 times, 4 times and you gave up? And that ambition or that particular task is no more a part of your life. Can you raise hands? I'm sure you have, right? Everyone has. Someone there? You, sir, can you please pass the mic?
Hello, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning. May I know your name, please?
Vanilla, ma'am.
Okay. Can you talk about it?
Ma'am, it's actually I have demotivated many times while studying, while doing maths subjects. So I gave up with maths. I'm very poor in maths also, ma'am. Now,
What is the cause of demotivation? Was it marks or was it because lack of knowledge?
lack of knowledge, ma'am.
Okay, it was not marks.
No, ma'am.
For example, you got a lot of knowledge, but in the examination you scored, let's say, 1 out of 50. Won't you be demotivated? You
Yes,
have a
ma'am.
lot of knowledge, but
I won't get deviated, ma'am.
you won't get demotivated. Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am. I will try my level best next time.
Okay. So, what made you get that negative thought in your life? And what was the impact?
Actually, from first onwards, I'm very poor in maths. My father said to me, learn maths, but I did not learn, so I'm very much demotivated about that, ma'am.
Okay.
Now, also, I'm demotivated, ma'am.
So, did you give up on mathematics?
No, ma'am, I'm trying still.
You're trying still. What are the ways in which you're trying?
Doing maths in early morning.
Doing math. I'm not talking about academics here. I'm talking about your lifestyle. What are the qualities you chose to shape your lifestyle? Have you thought about it? It might be getting early in the morning. It might be a mindset shift. It might be watching a lot of videos, motivational content, anything. So, what are those qualities or those methods you chose?
Watching motivational videos, ma'am.
How many times do you watch?
2 times, actually.
In a day?
Yes, ma'am.
Throughout, consistently, every day?
No, ma'am. No.
So let me ask you one more question. What happens when you watch a motivational video? For example, today you watch something online. What happens?
I will get deviated, ma'am, somewhat.
You'll get
Motivated.
you'll get motivated. Okay. For the first 10 minutes you'll get motivated. Maybe half day you'll get motivated. But if you don't watch that again and again without any consistency, what happens?
I'll deviate, ma'am.
You'll deviate, right? So if you don't do anything without consistency, what happens?
I will get deviated more and more, ma'am.
Okay.
I
So
won't
maybe
be in concentration.
Okay. So maybe doing everything with consistency is an answer for your routine. Are you consistent enough?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure?
Somewhat, ma'am.
Somewhat. Okay. Can you be more consistent enough? Not for me, not for the management, or not for your teachers, for yourself. For you to grow in life. Can you?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you sure? Confident? You're not confident.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Please sit
ma'am.
down.
Thank you, ma'am.
Anyone else? Can you tell me one incident or one option where you were extremely demotivated and you gave up on that particular ambition?
Came to Narayana Olympiad from a small school called High School in Podali. So I don't know about IIT or anything. So when I came here, I saw the volumes of IIT and I got, what is this? It was very tough, and I tried my level best on the MPC, but I failed again and again. So I gave up on the volumes of IIT from Narayana.
So can I stop you here?
Yes, ma'am.
When you entered Narayana, so what was your main ambition? You wanted to become an IITian straight away, or you wanted to gain knowledge?
I wanted to gain knowledge, ma'am.
Okay, but why did that thought of becoming an IITian take place? Like
Because-
your first ambition was to become an IITian. And because you had no knowledge, I'm sure all the students here, even the top students who have excelled in IIT, top 10, top 100, they develop the knowledge over time. It doesn't happen at once. So why do you have that thought?
I
You
mean,
you had this curiosity that Narayana is offering IITians and need first rankers, second rankers, even I'll become. So once I join Narayana, I will definitely become one.
yes, ma'am. And more than that, the periods are MPC only, madam, in Narayana. I mean, we always read those volumes only. So at the end of the day, our idea will be becoming an IITian only.
Okay, so but what should you do to get there? All the IIT first rankers or the top 100, they did not become in one day. They had a process, right? Right from day one, they maintained a consistency and everything they did. I'm sure everyone went through hardships, but how you get over that hardships matter, right? So can you tell me how you want to reshape your lifestyle to get there?
Just starting from the scratch, madam.
Okay. So we are in December right now. So if I ask you, what is your knowledge that you have gained from June to December? Can you describe it in percentage? 50% it might be 30, 20.
Madam, in languages it must be 80, madam. But in groups, I'm not sure about it.
But why is that comparison?
I'm not fond of those MPC groups, madam. I mean,
But you wanted to become an IITian, right?
yeah, but I gave up on them, madam. And
Why did you give up? Without even trying, how can you give up?
I tried, madam, but every time my friends are getting in IITs, they'll get much more marks, and I can't even solve a problem. So I felt very demotivated and I stopped.
How many times did you try?
Almost in every JEE exam, madam. I tried my level best to solve the sums, but I felt a difficulty in attempting the examination.
How many times do you study the CDF booklet?
It must be 2 times, madam.
times?
Efficiently, it must.
Every day or every week? Genuinely, I'm asking. Because you say you're not scoring marks in the IIT paper. So, what do you need to become an IITian? First thing. What is that first quality? A strong foundation? Where will you get that strong foundation from?
From CDF. By
Sorry?
reading the formulas from the.
So, how many times are you reading it every day?
Right now, madam.
You're not reading right now. So, how will you get the foundation? IIT is an application of your foundation, right? So if you don't read it and if you give up without even trying, you didn't even try according to me. You gave up in the first place. So you started having that negative attitude and negative mindset. So once your mindset is inclined to a negative thought, I'm sure whatever you put in or the amount of energy levels you study, everything will be negative. So what should you do first? How do you change yourself? You want to become an IIT and you don't have a foundation. What is the first step?
I'll start building the foundation by asking sirs doubts.
But why do you need to ask your sir? Concept definition formula is very simple. It's in the booklet, right? What do you have to do? It's a simple question. Okay, how many of you here read CDF every day? I'm sure no one or one person. Do you think it's important or you don't think it's important? You don't think it's important? Yes or no? It is important? Then why are you not reading it every day? You know it's important. You know it's a way to enter the IITians or get knowledge. Leave about the marks to gain knowledge. So why are you not reading it? What is stopping you? Sorry? Ranks.
Timings, madam, timings.
Time.
Yes.
If you read it for 20 minutes, it will hardly take you some time to grasp. Because the concepts and formulas are as simple as 1 plus 1 equal to 2. Very simple, right? You have to crack any examination in the world, you need CDF. Without foundation, how will you crack? So can you try at least to read the CDF booklet? Let me ask you one more question. If you're so passionate about becoming an IIT or any, it might be a dancer, choreographer, whatever, what is the first thing you should do? Develop knowledge? So how much knowledge are you developing to achieve your ambition in the span of 10-15 years also? Are you developing knowledge? Can you answer? Why so silent? I'm just asking realistic questions, right? Yes or no? You promised that you'll have an interactive session, but this is not interactive, it has become one-sided. I expect interactive answers. Can you please open up? What is the answer? Again? Can anyone answer? I'm not here to scare you. I have also been a student. I have studied in Narayana. I did my 10th in Narayana. Till 9th, I was in CBSE, 10th State Board, and again 11th and 12th, IB. So I know what exactly a Narayana student feels because I also was in the same footsteps. And trust me, I felt terrible. There was a lot of partiality and I felt terrible and there were situations where I wanted to run away of the school. So I'm sure what a Narayana student feels. And definitely there were a lot of positive aspects also which influenced me to grow. So what do you have to do? What is that one important quality as a student you should have? Patience. Okay, patience is one. Okay, the word starts with R. I'm not sure if you've heard of it or not, but it's something very similar to what I spoke, right? Result, no. I'm not talking about academics here at all. I'm talking about your life. Life as in 10, 15 years down the lane or 5 years down the lane. The qualities in your life. Stress? Okay. Have you heard of the word resilience? No? Okay. Let me define it for you. Resilience means the ability to cope up after you faced so many challenges in your life. Am I clear? Yes or no? Did you understand or not? So on an everyday basis, every individual goes through a lot of challenges. But it is up to the individual to choose what. Sometimes we have two options, whether to get carried away of that challenge, we get so demotivated, extremely we give up on that particular ambition. Or let's try to analyze what the life is teaching us. What is that important factor? What is that takeaway from that particular challenge? And in that way, we can grow. So we have two options. And most of us, especially at this age as yours, will definitely turn to the first ambition, giving up on that ambition. It's not because of the lack of interest, it is because of the challenges the life is putting you. And let me tell you something, as you encounter challenges, definitely you will become stronger and all the hurdles you have faced will be as stepping stones to reach your success level. Do you agree with me? Yes, ma'am. Okay, let me take you back to my personal story. How many of you want to hear my personal story? All. Okay. Okay. So once I tell mine, will you be in a position to tell yours? Will you promise me to tell yours? At least one or two stories? Sure? Okay. So last year, September 12th, I had a bad stomach pain, bad stomach cramps early in the morning. I got so scared, it was very severe. I was hospitalized. And then the doctor told me that I had a cyst in my stomach and it had to be operated as soon as possible. So there was no time. I was taken to the operation theatre and the operation was successful. Right after that, 1 week to that, on September 20th, I had a bad knee surgery, a major knee surgery. So initially I had an ACL tear. How many of you know what's an ACL tear? Okay. So basically, it's a tear near your knees. And then I had a meniscus reconstruction also. So basically, the part which joins the knee got disconnected. It got ruptured. So I was into gymnastics. I used to love sports. I still love sports. I was into gym and all that. And at one point of time, I had a bad injury in the gymnastics while I was performing a particular stunt. And immediately I was taken to the operation theatre and the doctor operated. The surgery was successful. But the doctor promised me, I kept asking a lot of questions. The doctor promised me within 1 week or within 15 days max, you'll be able to walk. So I was happy. I said, bye, I'm going to the operation theatre. This was the tone I used to my parents. My parents were shocked because I wanted to heal fast. And as soon as I stepped in the operation theatre, the surgery was successful. I came out. The first thing I knew was I cried the most. I cried for about 5-6 hours because the pain was terrible. And at the same time, I slowly got to know that it won't take me 15 days to heal, it will take me 6 months to heal. So I had a bed rest of 6 months. By bed rest, I'm not saying I can move with the stretcher, it was complete bed rest because my leg was numb. I couldn't move. Even if I tried, it was paralyzed, I can say. But that was the point I was extremely demotivated. Can you guess why?
Because you are fond of gymnastics, but that time you can't do the gymnastics.
Okay, that is one answer.
Doctor promised you for 15 days, but it takes 6 months to
Okay.
recover.
Yes. Okay, that is also one answer. Let me tell you one clear answer. I was 59 kgs then. I worked out, I had intense sessions and then I worked out 2 hours, 3 hours a day and finally I achieved my dream weight, 59. I bounced back twice to 59. And after that, I felt, shit, 6 months bed rest, I'm going to put on a lot of weight. And at one point of time, once the surgery happened, first was my cyst surgery, and I didn't recover from that. And second, it was 2 major surgeries. And in my leg, I couldn't even move. So I just felt at one point of time, why is life testing me? Why is everything happening to me? I was so demotivated that I went into a negative mindset, and everything I did, I was cribbing about it. But we all make this mistake. Once an incident happened, we go back and we just say, what is all this? Why should, out of everyone in the world, why should this incident happen to me? But instead of thinking that way, if we can think, what is the learning I can get from that incident, then definitely that will be a better situation I can handle. So what do you think was that most important learning I got? Any answers? Sorry? Learn from the past. Okay. As you said, yes, learn. Please learn. So while initially I was into gym and later I thought gymnastics is something very interesting. It's something very new. I can do it. I had this confidence like any other student present here. So 4 months prior this, I went. So initially I thought, let me do everything. If someone is climbing something, I want to climb there. If someone is jumping from a long distance, I want to do that. So I was in a hurry that I forgot to learn the technique. I was doing everything, but I was not perfect. I jumped, I excelled, but what was I missing? I was missing the technique. My trainer warned me again and again. It's about the technique, it's not about how many you do. We all have that confidence level. Sometimes we have overconfidence levels. In that way, it will lead to injuries or any negative thing in our life. So if we can concentrate on the technique and if we can slowly plan the process, it might take you 6 months to reach there. It's completely fine. You might fail in this process, but your utmost goal should be, how do I reach that? Did you get it? Okay, so what is your biggest takeaway from this? What is your takeaway? What is your learning? Can someone answer, please? You did? Okay, let me continue the story. I still have a lot of story to go. So that was my first day of 6 months. I thought it's okay. I had a leg surgery, but I can work out. I can start my upper body workouts. I hired a trainer also. My trainer who was training me, I told him, let me do an upper body workout. I'll start off every day. I'll do with consistency. 100%. I'll remain thin. I'll remain 59. But do you think it happened practically? Once I got demotivated, I had my morning session at 6 o'clock. And the trainer almost came home. He was half distance. I called the trainer saying, listen, I have a lot of pain. Can we do it tomorrow? So what happened then? What was that incident? Postponement? How can you relate postponement to your life? You postpone things. You do, right? We all do. But how can you get over postponement attitude? By executing it at that point of time, right? Okay, second day the trainer called me. I said, please, I have a lot of pain. I will do in the evening. Okay, evening I had my physiotherapy sessions. And then third day, fourth day, fifth day, seventh day, he got so pissed off. He's like, Sharni, I'm not going to train you because you've become very lazy and demotivated. And then I had to beg him and I convinced him. I convinced myself. But was I able to do it the next day? No. What happened? My mindset shifted in a negative way. See, I had a leg surgery. I'm still on the bed. What is the point of doing upper body workouts? What will it fetch me? But I want to become thin. That is my ambition. So by the time I get out of the bed, I don't want to put on extra weight. But gradually, I started ignoring that. I didn't work out. Next 6 months, I didn't work out one day also. I purchased gym equipment. I had a lot of motivation. So I asked them to get dumbbells, everything, whatnot. I thought I'll give my best shot. I had a lot of enthusiasm. Actually, I had a lot of curiosity to do something new. I can prove it. But I didn't because I'm extremely demotivated and I felt miserable at that point of time because there was a lot of pain, I was suffering, and maybe it was the environment influence. So, what I want to tell you here is outside environment, we can't help it. We can't control the outside environment, but we can control our thought process. Generally, we get a lot of influenced by the looking at the outside environment. What will the people think? If I do this particular action, how will it be executed? What if I fail? What if I get criticized? And when people criticize you in that process, you'll just go with the flow. And that's where you lose yourself. So never ever lose yourself. So after 6 months, my weight was 77. From 59 to 77. That was a drastic shift. I felt so low. I didn't know what to do. But my leg was better and doctor advised me I can hit the gym, I can start off workouts. So I called my trainer, I asked him to come, let's train. But I had a leg surgery and it was in that reconstruction process. So what happened? Was I able to do the workout? I had a lot of pain. So initially, for example, if I used to do 15 squats, I was not even able to do one squat because the bone was reconstructed in total and it was a new growing bone. I shouldn't take so much pressure, I shouldn't take so much stress, but I had a curiosity and I had this determination that I should lose weight. So initially, I started off on a diet. I had this 100 zero carbs. I'll start off from first day till 6 months. I'll be on a zero carbs. But with that pressure, with that stress, we tend to eat junk food, right? That is the next mistake I did. I started having a lot of chocolates. You know, chocolates segregate those positive enzymes, right? Why do we have chocolates? We often have chocolates when we're stressed. And it was the same case with me. And in addition, I've put on extra. So I came to a point where I was 82. I was obese. I didn't know what to do, but I had to lose weight. So first thing, I set my mindset. If it was 6 o'clock in the morning, no matter what, I should get up. You put multiple alarms, but you make sure you get up. So first day you think, oh, 6 months down the lane, I'll lose weight. And every day once you start working out, it will happen. But one day you hit the gym, you tell, oh, I've lost weight, I feel so good, oh my God, I'm the most beautiful person on earth. It doesn't happen like that. Because everything takes a process and every day you do something with consistency, you will definitely gain over it. And let me tell you, in the next 4 months, I was on a zero carb diet with intermittent fasting. So I was fasting for 16 hours, plus I was on steamed vegetables, steamed chicken, proper diet. And in the next 4 5 months, yeah, I can say 5 months precise, I've lost about 20 kgs. But it was only with determination and consistency. So you might have a lot of determination, but if you don't have consistency, you will not reach. And with time management, I had to manage my time because I was also working. So what do you think right now are the two most qualities for anyone to achieve in life? Can someone tell me? So what did you learn from my story? Believe in myself? Okay. Did I believe in myself? But I got so demotivated at one point of time, I didn't execute things. Is believing in yourself only enough? Is it enough? Time management? Okay. So let me ask you one question. How many of you here manage time perfectly? So this particular subject, I'll read at this point of time. You divide the day accordingly and then you execute it. How many are perfect? Your competitive examinations or your board examinations? Time management. Okay, let me give you one more instance. How many of you prepare yourself for the next day? Saying from morning till evening, I'll execute everything. I'll put alarms for one particular subject. 10 to 11 physics, 11 to 12 chemistry, one hour I'll take break again, 2 to 3 mathematics. But at the end, next day I won't do it. I'll become lazy. How many of you had such experiences? Okay, all of them. So, what do we do to get over those experiences? How do you manage time precisely? You start off first, whether it's 20 minutes, 30 minutes, you put yourself small timers, small timings. It might be 20 minutes you study, and gradually over the next few days, you increase it to 30, 40, 50, and once you're strong enough in that particular subject and managing time, you full-fledgedly go with your schedule. Will that help? How many of you follow this technique? Do you follow this technique? Start off with small timers and then proceed to long timers. You do? How many of you are successful? No one is successful? So what is going wrong? Can someone tell me what went wrong in your execution process? You get tired? So at your student level, especially when it's December, so the examinations are almost approaching, we feel studying 24 hours a day, let me study for 19 hours, I will crack IIT examinations. I'll be very happy, I'll make my parents proud, I'll make Narayana proud, I'll make myself also proud. Finally, I'll get into the top institutions. Is that your mindset? But studying 19 hours, that too at the end of examinations or any time, at any given point in life, will it be helpful? What are you doing in that process? Overburdening yourself, lot of strain. What will the strain create? No productivity? Yes or no? Do you have productivity by studying for 19 hours? So what do we have to do?
Hard with smart work. That means taking a particular time for subject. That means doing with more concentration. That means we are just reading the upper lines, but we do not put our concentration on the studies. We put our concentration on the studies means that means we will get in more matter in less quantity. That means less timing. So we will be free from all the things. That means we have good sleep and we'll get knowledge and we will have all the qualities with that. With
Thank
that
you.
we will do.
Please sit down. So will you execute everything according to your schedule? According to your schedule, not the schedule given by Narayana, your personal schedule. Will you develop a strong foundation, not for your teacher's sake, for your sake? And is it about marks or the knowledge? Knowledge! Are you sure you'll have this kind of attitude in the examinations also? Yes. Can you guarantee me about this? Yes. Let me tell you one real life example. I'm sure you all know the name as well. So my father was very poor in mathematics. He used to fail in mathematics. 0, 1, 2, whatnot, average numbers. People criticized him. When he was at a young age, 10th boards were just around the corner and he flunked miserably in mathematics. But he did not give up. People criticized him, he didn't reach his performance levels, but one day he analyzed saying what went wrong. Let me correct myself, let me identify my strengths, let me identify my weakness, let me work on it every day. Again, with consistency. So he maintained consistency and at the end of his board examinations, he secured an extraordinary percentage in his examinations. And more than exams, he got a lot of knowledge. And right now, that's one reason he has also become a teacher and he is a gold medalist in statistics. He did his PhD in statistics and he is a gold medalist. I think that's one reason because his foundation is so strong, he has developed this huge empire and he's been giving education to students. So do you agree with me that you should never ever give up on something you're very passionate about? Will you do that? And how many of you here indulge in extracurricular activities also throughout the day? I'm talking about everyday basis, whether you have school or not. Can someone tell me your schedule, one day in your life? Anyone? From morning till evening. Someone there? Sir, can you pass the mic?
I reach home by 7,
What time do you get up?
6.
What do you do from 6?
From 6 I get ready for school.
Okay.
I
How long
reach-
will you take to get ready?
1 hour.
1 hour. 7?
Yes. I reach 7 I reach to school. From 7 till 7 I'll be in school. I reach home at 7. From 7 to 8 I'll be involved in my own activities.
May I know what activities? I- No, it might be anything. It might be chatting with friends. It might be spending time with yourself.
I play, I watch videos.
Okay, you watch.
Knowledge videos.
And then?
I relax for some time.
Okay.
I spend time with my parents.
How many hours?
The 2 hours.
From the time you come home at 7 o'clock. How much time do you spend in your extracurricular activities?
2 hours.
I'm talking about something which distresses you.
2 hours.
Okay, 2 hours. And after that, you study again?
Yes, ma'am.
How many hours do you study?
9 to 11:45, 12.
12. Okay. So technically from 8 o'clock or 7 o'clock you study till 7 again. And again you take 2 hours break and study. So how's your productivity level? By this, I'm sure you should be a topper.
Yes, ma'am.
You are a topper? Can you tell me something which inspired you to follow the schedule? To all your friends, they might be inspired as well.
Competition spirit, ma'am.
Competition with you or competition to others?
To everyone.
To everyone. But if I can reframe it, if you compete with yourself, you will get a better output than competing with others. Don't you think so?
Yes, ma'am, but I have not tried it yet.
You're not ready?
I have not tried it yet.
Okay, can we try that? You compete with yourself, you try to become the best version of yourself, you analyze yourself, and definitely you should be there in the competition, but take it in a positive way, not in a negative way. Once we are in this competition, we compete with everyone on a daily basis, but we get carried away and somewhere our mindset also shifts. Right? Can you do that?
Yes, ma'am. I'll try it next time, ma'am.
Okay, please sit down. Thank you so much. So along with your academics, I definitely agree with you, academics is important. But please study for your knowledge, but not the marks. In Narayana, you might have a lot of examinations. That is purely to improve your confidence levels. If you go to an external environment, how you're going to write, it's all about that. But we emphasize on the knowledge because if you have to become an IIT or any other ambition you choose, knowledge is extremely important and it will take you far off. And at the same time, while balancing academics, please start off your day with indulging in your favorite activity you love the most. Then come back home, do something you love the most, and then you can see a lot of mindset shift, a lot of pleasantness in your schedule, which will definitely add a lot of value to your life. So, what are the important qualities right now? Mindset? Will you have a positive mindset? Yes. Are you sure? Yes. Will you have the right confidence levels? Yes. Will you have a non-postponement attitude? Yes. Are you telling yes for me or for your sake? Yes. Did you have a productive session? Or did you get bored? Why so low energies again? Higher, please. Yes or no? Higher. I can't hear you at all. You're all 10th graders, right? For example, who's your favorite hero? Pawan Kalyan. So when you watch your... Okay, I'm sure everyone has this ambition or that fantasy to watch your favorite hero movie on the first day, first show, 6 o'clock morning show. I'll watch, I'll shout, I'll scream. But I'm not finding that environment here at all. Do you know how to shout and scream? Can you scream and shout like that? Okay. Thank you so much. I had an interactive session and all the best. I just hope you reach your ambition with greater heights. Thank you for coming.
Good morning, everyone. I am Sri Hashita. I am studying in ONCS. Let me share my experience. I am studying in CMO program. So we are just having 3 months to go to board exams. I felt very disappointment. I even cried for many days that how can I even get good marks in my future board exams. Then my father gave me inspiration. Even my principal sir said me some inspirational words. I felt very happy and I am now confident enough. I am able to do good in my phase exams.
Okay. So are you worried about marks or are you worried about knowledge?
I am worried about both.
But if you have the knowledge, you'll automatically gain marks, right?
Yes, ma'am, but we don't have that much time to gain knowledge. Means we are completely focused on MPC and we have very less time for non-MPC and biology and social. And we have very less classes for gaining knowledge and we don't have even time to study in the home.
But it's all about balancing your schedule.
Yes, ma'am. Means we are not having that much time. Like we are completely focused on MPC.
So you should divide your schedule in such a way that you'll also get time to do those subjects during your non-working days. The reason why we give so many hours to MPC is so that you'll become strong in your core subjects, so that languages is just a cakewalk for you.
We have school on Sundays too, ma'am.
That's what I said. It's all about balancing and your priorities. If you want something in life, definitely. See, there's so many lakhs of people writing competitive examinations, and it's not easy to get there. But if someone gets there, they should have been working extremely hard and balancing their schedule. So don't think about the marks. Focus on the knowledge you have gained. Again and again, you will definitely reach there.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was lovely interacting with you, and all the best. Thank you.
To not to commit any kind of mistakes, we have 3 points cross-check formula. If you follow this formula, success is yours. You will not commit any kind of mistakes, I am telling you. I am the guarantee, I am telling you. Definitely, sure shot success will be yours. 100% marks you will get in each and every examination, every subject. Thereby 600 you will get. That is the reason why many times, many students, when I interact with the students, across the AP, I have been visiting the schools and I am interacting with the students. Even recently, yesterday, I was in Tirupati. I interacted with Tirupati students. Yesterday, I interacted with Karnool and Anantapur students. Only problem is they are telling, sir, I am getting I am committing some mistakes in Hindi. Kara mistakes. Ling I am confusing. Muhavare I am feeling difficulty. Though I am writing perfectly, teacher is not giving marks. Why teacher is not giving marks? You must write such a way that even the teacher also should surprise and even they should feel guilty to cut the mark. Likewise, like that our answers should be. Is it right or not, children? How they cut the marks? So wherever you feel difficulty, I am telling you once again. Some of you are telling, sir, I am having problem with the principles of metallurgy. Current electricity, I feel difficulty. Electromagnetism, somewhat, I am unable to reproduce the answers, whatever I learned as it is. That chapters, that points, just you allocate. You plan, a meticulous planning is required. Morning time, you learn. Definitely you learn for a long time. If you want to learn the things and you want to memorize the things for a long time, just you learn the things in the morning time. 4:30 or 5 o'clock, that is the auspicious time. That is the perfect time. So, let us come back to our 3-point cross-check formula, right? 3 points cross-check formula. 3 points cross-check formula, definitely it helps you a lot to get perfection, to get the confidence levels. First one is where, second one is why, third one is how. Always when you commit the mistake, for example, today you wrote mathematics examinations, for suppose, you got 19 out of 20 or else 24 out of 25. You lost 1 mark. or you lost 1.5 mark. Here one thing I tell you, how many of you writing the error list for each and every DPT? Please raise your hands. Put on the hands. That is the reason why I created this formula. Unless until you follow this formula and you correct yourself, you rectify the mistakes, we cannot achieve the success, my dear children, I am telling you. You cannot achieve the success. That is the reason why I am taking much time to tell this formula. It is not that much secret, but where, why, how to define, I will tell you. Before going to that formula, it's simple, because when I asked the question, feedback, what I got is only 25 to 30%. But I surprised, really surprised. We have Panchabhutal. What are they? Eight Panchabhutal manaki. Gali, Neeru, Agni, Bhumi, Akasam. Can we exist without any one of these? Without air? Can we? Without water? Earth, sky? No, we cannot exist, right? Like Panchabhutalato నే మనం జీవిస్తున్నాం. ఈ చరాచర సృష్టి అంతా కూడా పంచభూతాల మీదే ఆధారపడి ఉంది, అవునా? కానీ ఆ పంచభూతాలతోనే మనం ఆస్వాదిస్తున్నాం, ఆనందంగా జీవిస్తున్నాం. ఆ పంచభూతాలతో మనకి ఉత్పాతాలు కూడా ఏర్పడతాయి. ఎయిర్, తుఫాన్లు వస్తాయి. గాలి, నీరు, వాటర్, ఫ్లడ్స్ అండ్ సునామీ, ఫైర్, యాక్సిడెంట్స్, ఎర్త్క్వేక్, స్కై, థండర్ స్టార్మ్స్. అంటే పంచభూతాలతో మనకి మంచి ఉంది, నెగిటివ్ కూడా ఉంది. అట్లాగే ఎనీ స్టూడెంట్ వాంట్స్ టు అచీవ్ బెస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద బెస్ట్ సక్సెస్ ఇన్ ద లైఫ్, యూ మస్ట్ ఫాలో 5 features and you must avoid 5 negative features. What are the 5? The positive features you need to follow, that are proper attention, proper concentration, proper involvement, proper planning, proper time management. Proper attention, proper concentration, proper involvement, proper planning, proper time management. These 5. పంచభూతాలు లాంటి 5 మంచి విషయాల్ని మనం పాటిస్తే ఎప్పుడు, ఎన్ని సందర్భాల్లో? When you are in the classroom, when teacher is explaining something. The second, when you are revising the concepts, when you in the revision time. The third most important, when you are writing the examination. Teaching time, revision time, exam time. In these 3 occasions, you must follow. You must be how? You should be very attentive, like a soldier at the border. You must pay utmost concentration. You must involve. Next, the 2 most important are meticulous planning with perfect time management. How? Planning is how? Before day, evening when you go to bed. Tomorrow morning, what you have to learn? How you should plan? Yes, I have doubted principles of metallurgy. Similar triangles, once construction I have to check. So morning 5 to 5:20, I'll learn principles of metallurgy. 5:30 to 5:50, I'll practice similar meticulous planning. Not only planning, you must play same time management you have to follow. Again, are you following, children? Are you getting? Proper attention, proper concentration, proper involvement, proper planning, proper time management. These 5 you must follow scrupulously without any deviation. Like I told you, the negative side, 5 negative features. What are they? టన్నులు ఉంటుంది మన దగ్గర. ఫస్ట్, సూపర్, పర్ఫెక్ట్ ఆన్సర్. లేజినెస్, కేర్లెస్నెస్, నెగ్లిజెన్స్, డీవియేషన్, డిస్ట్రాక్షన్. ఎవరైతే ఈ 5ంటికి దూరంగా ఉంటారో, ఎవరైతే ఈ పాజిటివ్ ఇంబైబ్ చేసుకుంటారో, అబ్జర్వ్ చేసుకుంటారో, సక్సెస్ ఈస్ దేర్. దీస్ ఆల్ 5 positive, 5 negative features. I am not telling in a week, I am telling you, because almost since 2 decades, 2002 I started my journey in Narayana Group itself as a maths lecturer in the Narayana colleges. Since then, as even my subject is child psychology, MSc Mathematics, MS Psychology and LLB, as I am very passionate about the students counseling. In that, I have done a research on 300 successful students, those who achieved the top of the top ranks. How they achieved? Because everyone is attending the examination, only few are attending, getting the ranks, right? And those who are away from these 5, laziness, carelessness, negligence, deviation, distraction, they are successful. They are succeeding in the exams as well as in their life. I'm telling you, children. Please kindly follow that. Again, just let us come back to our original. 3 points cross check formula. 3 points cross check formula. What is that? Where, why, how. So, statistics examination completed. Out of 25, 23.5 you got. 1.5 marks you lost. Now, you have to find very easily. Where? Completed. Next one is what? Why. Why? Yes, now. In the mean, I confused. To find out the average, somewhere I calculated mistake. Calculation mistake. Second one, median. In the median, I know, but I did not practice well. Thereby, I wrote formula wrong. Thereby, I did not get the right answer. Thereby, I lost 1 mark. Total 1.5. Why also easy to find out. Now, how? How is critical. Critical. When you find out the answer for how, definitely I'm telling you success is yours. You find out the answer for how, success is yours. How means what? Yes. When you wrote the examination that time, that day, that time, how I confused? Everything's perfect. Mean I know. Yes. Because someone made noise. Or from outside, there was a lot of disturbance. So this means the mistake, why it happened? Why it happened? Reason. Deviation. There was no practice. Or I did not practice it properly. Again you go back. Why did not practice properly? Yes. There was no proper concentration when I was doing. I hope you got it, my children. Where we can find it easily, because that was in the paper. Why you can easily say that you know it. But third, how is? You have to bring it out. That is a psychological issue. That 5 you have to follow, positive, 5 negative you have to be avoid. You have to avoid. Is it right? Then, where, why, how? This formula. For each and every mistake you committed. For each and every mistake you committed. Please follow this formula, my dear children. Will you follow? Will you follow? Very good. I hope you follow all this surplus without any deviation to achieve the best of the best success. Definitely when I come to our branches, I'll interact with you one-to-one. Okay now? Wish you all the best. God bless you. Thank you. I invite Gaur sir, please take up the session. Thank you.
So manage your time, manage your answers and write neatly. Your presentation plays a vital role in getting you good result. Sometimes some of the examiners like me may not have patience. Your presentation make him patient and go through each and every line. If your presentation is not good, automatically they will skip something and correct it very quickly. So it's our responsibility to make the work of the examiner easy by writing in a neat manner which is clearly visible and easily readable. I think already these kind of discussions were completed in your school. Leave gap between word and word and line and line. After the completion of every answer, better to draw another line. Whatever the points you felt so important, whatever the terminology or key word you felt so important, better to underline it. Use only blue color pen. Of course, you can use black also, but don't go for other colors like green, red, all these. That's very essential. Sometimes, especially in science, to give some good look to the diagrams, all these, a few students used to draw some designs with some other colors, but it's not a good practice. Better use blue color for writing, black color for underlining the important points, and if necessary you can use a pencil to draw the borders and draw the line after the completion of question. Don't write one mark questions one mark question in one page and another one mark question at some other place like so. Because most of the answers for one mark questions are in one phrase or one line. Sometimes while we are correcting, we may miss that between two big questions.
So, as far as possible, try to write that 6 1 mark questions at one place. Then it will be easy for the examiner. As I mentioned just before, comfortness of the examiner is very important to get good result. So that comfort should be given by you only, right? So write the 1 mark questions, all the 1 mark questions at one place. While writing essay questions, as far as possible, it is not mandatory, but as far as possible, start with a new page and end with that page. Don't write half at some place and half at some place. If you practice 1 or 2 exams like so, it will be easy for you. And when it comes to diagrams, instead of drawing diagrams in a longitudinal way, better draw it as horizontal way. So for example, if you consider this as your answer booklet, you are writing examination and at some place, for example, in this paper, you have to draw the diagram. Don't draw diagram longitudinally. Draw it transversely, right? And remember, while you are drawing transversely, which side should be on the upper side? The main margin should be towards the upper side, right? Like this. You should not draw like this. It should be like this, right? Use 3/4 of your paper for drawing diagram and 1/4 of the paper for labeling the parts. That means if you are drawing diagram here, up to this area roughly, here the diagram should be in a very neat way by leaving proper space at all the sides. And 1/4 of the paper you should use for labeling the parts. All the labels should come in one direction, start at same line. Got my point? Don't draw diagram at the center and label the parts all around it. Draw the diagram towards one side in 3/4 of the paper, and 1/4 of the paper you please utilize for labeling the parts. After the completion of exam, this is a major problem with most of the students. Even though there is some time, they don't want to go through the answers that were written by them. But it is very essential to go through all the answers which are written by you once again. Sometimes some people may have little confusion while writing exam because of the fear or because of some other tensions. If you go through your paper once again, you will identify the mistake where you have committed, if is there any. As far as possible, try to select the questions which are easy to answer. Some people felt that if a simple question was selected, you may not get complete marks, but that is not correct. If the answer is right, they will give the full marks, no matter whether it is smaller one or the bigger one, easy one or difficult one. Always select easy question which is well known to you and write in a proper way on the paper. Put it on the paper in a proper way.